Good morning, everyone. Day 36, I believe, on the Florida Trail. It is early. I don't know, what is it, 7:30? And we're probably a mile and a half in. Can't see my watch at the moment. Chilly morning again today. Probably, it's got to be in the 40s. Maybe even the mid to low 40s. We took on quite a bit of condensation inside our tent last night. I think it's just because it got so cool and we were under the trees and it was a clear night. So of course, no clouds, colder night. But the moon was beautiful. It's probably what, 2/3, 3/4 moon, something like that. So it was a really pretty bright night, but pretty as well. We've got about 20 miles to do today, and I think a somewhat significant portion of that is road walking. Probably starting not too long from now. I think we heard from our Trail Angel Hammer yesterday that they are back country roads, so hopefully there won't be a lot of traffic. We don't have to worry too much about that, but we do see comments possibly about some dog issues up here, so mentally preparing for that. Otherwise, we do have, again, as we said last night, a trail closure, so we'll have to skip that little section of trail, but there is an alternate route that we will take. There is a campground up here that will go through about mile 12 or 13. I'm not sure if we'll see much of that to be able to share with you the Sand Hill area, so we'll see. But right now I'm going to put the phone away because my hand is getting pretty darn cold. So talk to you shortly. This is, I believe, the sinkhole that is the water source for the Tinsley campsite. Might be a gator in there, just FYI. I think I just heard something get in early a couple of minutes ago, but from what our Trail Angel friend yesterday, our trail volunteer, said is that the campsite was put here because of that water source. However, the water is often very low, so to get to it is sketchy. All right, let the road walking begin, and hopefully the safe dog experience. As soon as we hit the road, we got some dogs present, so we'll see. So far they're all behind fences, so that's a good thing. On to the next road, 3 miles. All right, road number 3. Another mile and a half or so, and then we will, I think, get on some trail. I love woods. Yay! Although those road walks weren't horrible, other than just the fact that you're walking on macadam, which is fine if you only have to do it for a handful of miles. The traffic was not bad at all. Most people got over for us, and to be honest, dogs were not a problem except for 2. And I'll put the specific mile marker here. They didn't come after us, but they came out on the road. We were on the opposite side of the road, and they did come out. So just be aware for your own safety. All right, we're now entering the Smith Lake Preserve. Ooh, this is going to be a fun little turnstile here. Looks a little tight. Well, not bad. Whew. PCT was much worse than that. Some of those were almost impossible to get through. A view of Big Lake Johnson. Again, imagining it's probably much more full than that in the rainier season.
Holy shit. Did you see
Wow. That took us by surprise. I'm guessing there's a nest, maybe? Because we just came walking over and all of a sudden that happened. And this is Little Lake Johnson. Right here. And we think that that is the rec center over there, recreational center, where we are going to stop for lunch. Having a yard sale. Everything was pretty well saturated, especially the fly of the tent from the condensation last night. So lunchtime is a good time to dry out. So we are leaving the camp now, again, just walking down the road out of this space, or heading up towards Sand Hill. Man, there's just some really good water running down through here. We've passed a couple of these little streams that are crossing the road. That was beautiful, good collecting water. I can smell a campfire. Yeah, I think we're walking past the maybe the Sand Hill campground right now, where we're very close to it. That looks like another fairly recent prescribed burn. Yeah, pretty little pond, I suppose. Sinkhole, maybe. Apparently gators are down there, or potentially could be, so any water source, I guess. All right, this is a different level of, this is really scorched. I mean, this is scorched earth here, almost. Whew. Look at how black it is, and actually, yeah, you can almost see that we're lifting the ash up off the ground with our footprints. Huh. This must be extremely recent. And I feel like really hot when it was burning. Wow. Still smell it too. Yeah, actually still active fire going right back here off trail a little bit. We can still see flame coming up off of that log a little bit. Very recent prescribed burn, obviously. All right, arrived at the Camp Blanding area. That's the trail right over there. And it is closed, as you can see, right there. It's a 6-mile loop over there that ultimately comes back out to this road farther down. So this is the alternate trail, the Blue Blaze, to get around that closure, which is, according to Far Out, about 2.3 miles down through here. And there is a Circle K gas station convenience store about halfway through, so we're gonna stop there for a cold drink, I think. All right, as promised, the Circle K, about 2/3 of the way down this bike path here towards the other end of the closure.
Hey.
Hey,
It's day.
It is day 36.
Okay, stop.
Okay, we're not doing that
No,
apparently.
I'm not doing that.
Blooper reel. All right, wrap up for day 36 on the Florida Trail. It was a big day today, 20.2 miles. We started out at, where did we start? It was a dispersed camping site. Well, it doesn't matter where it was. It was 20.
a little bit more legit and official than the one
Yes,
that we're currently in.
That's true. Well, I would say that was dispersed camping.
Yeah.
Tonight we are stealth camping.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
There's a difference.
Yeah. So, you saw our camp last night. It was just kind of the same idea as here, just a little bit past a road or something, but it was a dirt road. It was a service road.
It was a service road. Yeah. Yes.
So that was a little different. Got up early this morning. Early, 6, and we're out by 7. Just as it was getting light, or
Yes,
just
because right now, yes,
Yeah.
sunrise is like 7:30.
yeah.
Yes.
So
Quarter-
just before
quarter to 8.
just
Yes.
before sunrise. Yeah.
Mhm.
Great hiking though. It was
It was good.
It was yeah.
No, there's a
I
little
mean,
road today. Again.
Yeah, I mean the beginning was nice. It
Mhm.
was it started out really nice. It was a nice trail. And there were a lot of other dispersed camping sites that we could have chosen. We just didn't know how far we should walk, and of course we don't like to go backwards on the trail. So we found something and we said, okay, this is good. But there were plenty of others that we could have chosen.
Yes.
So
But you don't know that until
you just don't know that.
You're down the trail.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then then we hit the road walk. And that was
5 miles.
It was more. I think it was probably 5-6 miles, something like
Yeah.
that, across 3 different roads. And so it wasn't horrible. It's kind of like, there's some limit to whatever, when we just would skip or try to hitch or something like that. I don't know what that limit is, but today it was fine. It was,
Well, part of the reason is
They-
too there wasn't a lot of traffic today. Number one,
Yes.
so we weren't concerned about getting hit by a car.
right.
And number two, there still was a shoulder to
Yes.
walk on.
Yeah.
So that was nice just to have that.
Right.
So that's why it was an okay
Yeah.
hike. Distance was a little long.
Right.
It just
And
wears
we
on
had
your knees a little bit.
Yeah. We had heard from the trail volunteer yesterday, Hammer, that they were not major roads.
She called them farm roads, which would not be how I described them.
No.
But they're back roads. They're country
Yes,
roads.
backcountry roads.
Yes.
Yes. Surface roads, macadam, but not dirt, but still. Anyway, so we did those, and that was fine. There were comments in Far Out about dogs through that section. We did, I guess, the first corner that we came to when we first got to a surface road. There were several dogs right there, but they were all behind fences,
Yeah, no
and
worries.
they were fine. 2 of them didn't even care about us.
No,
they were just
playing with each other.
yeah, they barked at us, but they were playing with each other, so they were fine. And we really didn't even encounter any other dogs until the end of the second road or something
I
like
think so,
that.
yeah.
Mile. I forget. I'll put the mile marker in there. But yeah, those 2, we were on the same side of the road as they were, and the fence
Go ahead.
for their house. At their house was not complete.
It wasn't complete.
Yeah.
Plus the gate was open as well.
Yeah, so they came
The
right
one
out.
started barking.
Right.
So he didn't move. So we weren't sure if he was chained or not. Anyway,
Right.
we did move over to the other side. Then there was another one, and they did then come to the property line. Then they did come out to the street,
Right.
and then they started across the road.
Yes.
And we were like, no. So
Yeah.
they stopped. They didn't continue to follow us. However, and then a car came, and anyway, they went back to where they were supposed to be.
We were yelling at them, and
Yeah.
there was more we could have done. Some people bang their sticks at them and things like that.
You don't want
We
to
didn't-
agitate them though either.
right.
So you never know how they're going to react.
Right.
So-
How the dogs are going to react.
Yes.
Yeah. So they were fine. I think it was fortunate for us that a car was coming towards
Mm-hmm.
us. That we were able to kind of get a little separation,
Mm-hmm.
and then the dog was like, on the other side of the road at that point, like, oh, what do I do? And so anyway, did go home, didn't get hit.
But I didn't want the dog to get hit either.
Right.
That was a concern.
Yeah. So, so that was it for our dogs for today. I
Yes,
think,
that was
right?
yeah. So far.
And then so far, and then then we got back on trail again. And I think there was
To around the lakes.
Oh yeah, that's right. To the Sand Hill camp is in there. There's 3 like sites in there. I forget. I don't know what the exact name
There's
of that
the
area
cabins, and then there's the recreation center,
Recreation center.
and then there is the campground.
is. Right.
Yes,
Yep.
that kind of circles around.
Around.
And the trail goes around the lake as well.
Yes.
It's very nice.
Big Lake and Small Lake Johnson. There's two of them. And so we stopped there. That was great. We stopped there for lunch. Bathrooms.
And we did Hiker Trash move number 1,
We did.
which was a lovely yard
Yards.
sale. We pretty much well took over the place.
Yeah.
So it was nice it was off season and it's a
There was
weekday.
nobody
because
there.
there was there were a few people walking around, but
Yeah.
I was just like, sorry.
Yeah. So
We took over.
We did. Yep. We spread all our stuff out in the sun, got everything dried out. It was great.
Had lunch.
Had lunch, just sat and rested our feet for a while. So that was nice.
Bathrooms, running water. Yep. So it was nice to just
Yeah. It was a great stop.
Yeah.
And then we had, from there, we had like, I don't know, 7.8 or something like that to go. And so we got the couple of miles up from there, about 4 something or other,
through
and
the
got
trail.
to,
Through this trail again.
yeah, it was trail. It was
Yep.
nice.
A lot of burn section. though.
Burns, yeah. Yeah, I was going to say that, yeah. I was. And then we got to where the Camp Blanding is. So you know a little bit more about that. So Camp Blanding is a military.
It is a National Guard reservation. So
Okay.
I don't know if they do trainings there or whatever, but it's property. It's official military property. So sometimes you can hike around on it, or other times you can't. You have
Right.
to see if it's closed, and it is closed.
There's a 6-mile kind of not loop, but
Yeah. And it's through trail, and it's apparently around ponds and lakes
Right.
and different things like that.
Sounds
so
like it's nice.
it's very nice. But if it's closed, you can't go on there at all.
right.
So we did the
So we did the alternate, Yeah.
which is just the bike path.
which is a bike path, yep, from one end, basically one end to the other of that U-shaped trail through the Camp Landing. Yep, so we did that, and along the way was a very nice Circle K convenience store gas station. So we
did Hiker Trash thing number 2 today,
Yeah.
and that was to hang out in the shade at the side of the building.
Yes.
And
For what, 2 hours?
we were there for quite a long time.
Yeah.
Just because we were trying to beat the sun and we didn't have that much farther to go, and
Right.
anyway, so
Yeah.
but yeah, we were there for a while.
Yeah. So we stopped there and we
Gorged.
We ate. Yes, we bought dinner and we got some cold drinks and
Banana.
yeah, we did that. Yep. Did all
2
that
naked
good stuff.
juice bar, naked juice. Yeah.
Actually 3 because I had one. So yeah,
No.
they were good. Yeah. So that was fine. The people there are nice. You can resupply there. Probably.
You can definitely.
You could resupply there. Absolutely.
Yeah.
They don't
because
have.
Hampton is coming up, and then
Right.
Keystone Heights is coming
Keystone Heights,
up, and
yeah.
then so yeah, there's plenty of little places to hike to resupply around here.
Right. I don't think you can do like ramen and like Northsides and stuff like that. They don't have, but they have plenty of other things.
They had an outrageous. I almost bought one.
Oh, really?
Yes,
That's one.
But
of
I
my
have
favorites.
so much food already, so I don't need
Yeah.
it.
So so we sat there, hung out, just kind of relaxed for a while, and then moved on. So at this point, we didn't go a whole lot farther.
There is not anywhere to go. It becomes
Yeah.
residential, and then it becomes you're just doing road walking, and once again, it's
Right.
residential. So
Yeah. So
it's either here or another 7 miles to a campsite that apparently is not good either.
not really good either.
Yeah, from what we understand.
And the one
So,
right behind us is not really a thing either. I mean,
Right.
there might be a flat spot or something, but we passed right by it, didn't even realize it was there
right.
earlier.
Yeah.
And again, Hammer told us that it's not really much of a thing there.
Mm-hmm.
So there really isn't anywhere for us to go in this stretch.
So Hiker Trash number 3.
Hiker Trash number 3. So we are stealth camping tonight. So dispersed camping is a place that other people have used before as tent sites. You know, it's not an official campsite, but low impact, things like that. Stealth camping, we are essentially trying to be stealth. We're trying to kind of, we're trying not to impact. We're trying to leave no trace.
We're not trespassing, from what I understand. I
Right.
mean, there's nothing posted here, and we are close to an intersection where there's a highway and
Yes.
another road. So it's not as if we're breaking a law or anything like that.
Correct.
And we
Right.
plan to be up and out before
Yes.
the break of dawn.
Yeah, which
So,
is not why we're in our tent. We just it was a long, we just decided to stay
To
in
sit
here
down.
to sit and do this tonight. So, so we are stealth camping this evening. I will step out and show you that briefly, but really, honestly, there's nothing to see. It's just us in the woods, trees all around us, and
the hum of traffic.
and the traffic that you can hear. Yeah, so that's it. So yeah, there's day 36, pretty much. And tomorrow we are doing about 10 miles or so, maybe a little bit more, to meet a trail angel in the town of Hampton, right?
Yes.
Who will then pick us up and take us to the town of Stark, and we will finally take a zero. We haven't had one in a while, so we're gonna take a zero, yeah. So that's tomorrow. So just 10 miles. It'll be
Just 10 miles.
just 10 miles, yes. So it should be lovely. All right, there you go. I will show you the campsite in a short bit, or something like that. All right, have a good night.
Night.